Okay, welcome back, folks, to an Untitled Podcast. I think I need to be 49, and 2% in the present. So,
I mean, it's all the present for what that's worth. I mean, you know
well,
what I'm
yeah, no, I
saying?
understand your viewpoint, but it's just the way my mind works. I'm always in the past. I'm always in the future. I'm not as much in the present. If you want me to go to 100%, I'm gonna have to start at 2%. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, just analytically, scientifically, you have to allow for at least 2% that none of this is fucking real. So we're in a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Hell yeah.
only fools are positive.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I mean, I'm I'm probably more of a fool than others because I'm pretty positive. Even if uh, even if y'all see some of my
That's
content,
funny how you. That's a good joke, Andy. No, because that's good. That's
even
good.
if
You
y'all
know,
see
the
my
other way.
content, y'all think I'm negative. I'm not. I'm really
No,
not.
I'm saying only fools are positive, meaning like only fools are sure about something. Not only not positivity, only fools are happy. That's not what I meant.
You know what has made me
That's hilarious.
what's made me like super positive just in a little over in the last year is I mean you know this, Patrick, that I can't see for shit, right? Pretty blind as fuck. um
Right, but you still kicked my ass in ping pong, so like there's that.
I got the force with me, buddy. I got the force on my side. And I'm not joking, by the
No, because
way.
I'm a. I know
But
you're not. I didn't mean that. I didn't
no,
mean that
no, no.
at all.
But
If
I
anything, I was explaining my own stupidity, not your.
no. But what's really made me like super looking forward to the future is like I wasn't able to even drive faster than probably like 35 miles an hour. That's how little I can see. And then
None of us good.
all of a sudden, I got a Tesla with autopilot and full self driving, and that shit takes me anywhere I want. We haven't talked in a long time. I don't even think I've even talked to you about this. Have you
No, I
seen?
didn't know you had Teslas just driving you around willy nilly. That's fucking crazy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Tesla. Where I'm at. Can you imagine that?
Oh yeah. Hey, look, I'm all about adventure, man. Hey, there's all kinds of shit that can kill me. Why not let my car drive itself? There's no fucking reason why.
there is so
That's why.
many.
You know what I'm saying?
There is
So
so
many
many.
deadly things.
There's so many people who are
Statistically
like, I
speaking,
would.
there's way
Yeah,
more reasons for me to let that car drive than me to drive it.
dude,
You know what I
there are
mean?
so many people who's like, I would never let technology drive my car. And I'm like, well, you're not where I'm at. You're not in my
Yeah, but
shoes.
they'll let Todd on Uber do it. It's fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid.
But have you seen Tesla's beta full self driving that they're doing like a limited release on? I haven't got it yet, but they like the thing about the autopilot and the full self driving is it can't make turns, like not on my software update right now, but some of the stuff that they have released, things are making turns. And I think there's going to be a robo taxi network coming in where, yeah, man, I don't know if you follow this, but I do quite a bit. And I think it's going to be a game changer. Like,
Oh, absolutely. We're
yeah,
we're we're at the beginning of a new industrial revolution, and that's just something that's gonna happen. It's not a matter of whether people even like it or not. It's just what's gonna happen. It's I mean,
so, my car that I bought in September of last year is actually worth more than what I bought it for because of the software updates.
no shit. Yeah, no. The idea that cars will start to be treated like computers, and
Not
like that you will revere one even like this was a really cool one from '96 that was like the that's crazy. That's crazy. And
no,
also
it's not that I don't know about that, but I mean, yes, they are. It's a computer on wheels for sure, but it's just that I think it's the first. Like I told Denver popped off. He had to go. He's not here anymore. But I told him whenever I got the car that I think it's actually going to be an appreciating asset. And he said, you're crazy. Cars are depreciating assets. And here is the question that I want to pose to you. What do you think was the main innovation on the iPhone from Apple from 2007 or 2006? 2007, I think. I'm just Go
I'm
ahead.
going to start by saying that I use Samsung.
Yeah, me too. Me
Fucking-
too. I hate Apple. I hate
I
Apple.
buy cheap software I can throw away because it doesn't own me.
Oh, you mentioned it. You mentioned it. You mentioned that S word, software. So Apple,
I'm with you.
the Apple was the first one to do software updates, and this Tesla car, as far as I know, it's the first one to do over-the-air software updates. I think that's
I'm
the future.
reminded. I'm reminded of a short story by
Go.
Isaac Asimov. Little Isaac Asimov short story where it's a car dealership, but they're basically the cars are they're artificially intelligent ran, so they have personalities and stuff, and like it's the whole concept. You know what I mean? And this guy doesn't like new cars because of the way they think, but they don't not understand that car sitting right next to you can hear you. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know. Eventually, a car kills a guy, but it reminded me of that. And that
You
it goes back to what we were
Yep.
talking about before. This is all artificial intelligence, and we're making babies. And we need to know what we're teaching these fucking babies. It's important that we not just teach them what to think, but how to think. It's very important that
So,
our artificial intelligence learns, just like with our children.
Elon Musk actually started a because he's really worried about artificial intelligence. He started something called, or one of the people who started something called Open AI. AI for artificial intelligence. It was supposed to be, you know, free, open to everyone. And he eventually got off the board. He wasn't even a part of it anymore. And guess who they just sold themselves to? Microsoft.
Right. Should such a thing be open? Can we let everybody teach the baby? Because I don't feel like that's a good idea.
Well,
I feel like that's going to be a confused baby. Because we're confused people.
no, it's
We
not
can't
that.
teach
No. It's not
our
that everyone
baby if
could
we don't
teach it.
know.
It was that everyone was available to use it. That was the open part of it.
Well, if they skip that first part, that's whether or not they're open to use it. It's kind of a secondary thing. What is it that you're open to? So now their debate is whether or not we have time to teach the baby.
No.
So,
No.
explain to me.
No. So AI is code, right? That's really all AI is. It's code.
Right. Yeah. Don't belabor that. I'm saying.
Yeah.
What's he saying? What is his excuse for not teaching the baby?
Well, Elon's not a part of this anymore. No, they keep updating. Like they have code that I think they're on their third version right now. And actually, guys, go check out OpenAI. Well, I downloaded it before they sold it, but they kept updating the code, and it was learning, and they got to a point where Microsoft was like, "We'll buy you out." They were originally a nonprofit, and they were going to be for the benefit of humanity. Now it's corporatism. You earlier
They
talked
don't
about
understand it's a baby, but they're talking about what is essentially a living conscious organism that we're creating.
Yeah. Will it be malevolent? Will it be benevolent? I would say that your creation is probably an image of yourself, and I would say human beings are not that benevolent, so I'm not that optimistic. But
benevolence and benign are relative things. It depends on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just for the Mayans, for example. What if they knew that not that many people could live there because they would just starve out and die?
What if? What? Tell me.
So that it was good for the whole that we sacrifice people.
Oh man, Jesus!
Denver
talked about human sacrifice, and now you're bringing it up. Jesus.
Think about it. It's the only. It would have been. I'm not saying let's do this by any means. I'm saying it was. If you was to create a computer program and leave it up to its own devices, it will start doing shit like this because it would be the essential thing to do. Whether it's arbitrary, whether you call it benign or malignant, those are arbitrary things because really what they're trying to do is is make sure the race continues to live.
The AI, is that what you're saying,
And
or
that
the humans?
both.
Ooh. So let's go into Neuralink. Have you heard about Neuralink?
Yes, it's deeply disturbing. Deeply
Well,
disturbing.
I,
That Elon's already put that thing in his head. It's just
you think
the
so?
idea that it's not about that if I think my thoughts are me or anything like that. Like let's get beyond all that shit. It's just the idea that my thoughts aren't private. Because once they're not private, they're public. And once they're public, they can be owned by somebody. And somebody privatizing and making money off just a thought I had is deeply, deeply fucking disturbing. And this is something that is not discussed because they're just like, well, we're not talking about that. We're just talking about I took a picture with my mom. Like, well, yeah, that went somewhere. That was data that was stored somewhere. And like, who decides where yeah, I'm not with it, man.
Yep.
I'm not with it.
So, Pickle, if you're still here, pop on. I want to ask you a question while I wait for that. This Neuralink reminds me of that South Park episode where Cartman and Alec Baldwin get that thing implanted in their head for Twitter. Did you ever see that?
Exactly. Yes.
So now I'm very excited for Neuralink just because of the Terminator eye. You know, I can't see anything out of my left eye. Can barely see anything out of my right eye, and I want to be able to see again. I did a video where I was like, Elon, I'm here. I'll volunteer. I'll be the first one, and I'm fine with that. Like, I completely agree with you. I'm not going to argue about the potential downfalls, but you know, for people to be able to maybe walk again, for people who have retinal issues,
absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. I'm only talking about my own personal, how I would feel about this happening to me. In the whole, obviously, it's a good thing. It's a good thing because what we're initially talking about is that we don't need to use words anymore. We can all just talk in our minds, that we're all interconnected in a way.
I think it's going to be hard to imagine the future. Like, I think it's getting exponential, dude. It is exponentially growing.
That's my thing. My fears are subjugated in ignorance. Like I'm sorry, propagated in ignorance. They're just the person. They're just they propagate from ignorance. Like I don't know something, and there's the things I don't know are just compounding. A bigger amalgam of shit that I don't know, and it scares the living shit out of me. And that's okay though, dude. Once you publish it, give me a link.
No. Can I make a suggestion?
Absolutely.
My suggestion is that you don't listen to it.
It's probably better if I don't know. I'm like Joe Rogan. Like I gotta hear what I did wrong, or I won't get better. I can't just be allowed to keep. I can't just allow myself to say stupid shit all the time. And if I don't go back and hear, it's not going to be easy.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm probably going to just clip the last 10 minutes and put that up.
Hopefully that doesn't make it.
I'm clipping that out.
It wasn't bad.
That's going to be the end, folks. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Come back and hang out with us.